Hi everyone, Farmington Mayor Nate Duckett here, and on today's episode of the Mayor's Table, we're going to talk about the Park Ranger and Downtown Division of the Farmington Police Department. Hey everyone, Farmington Mayor Nate Duckett here. On today's Mayor's Table, I've been joined by two guests from the Farmington Police Department to talk to you about our upcoming Farmington Downtown and Park Rangers Division that we've created. With me today is Lieutenant Casey Malone and Chief Steve Hebbe.
Well, thank you, sir.
Jeez, glad to have you guys here.
I was a little worried you were stammering on that name,
right.
but
Well,
I appreciate being here still.
Steve is hard to say.
Yes.
As a part of our community transformation, economic diversification efforts, one of the things we wanted to infuse into that effort was a little bit more money for safety in our parks and our downtown area. That's a conversation that I've had with individuals in our community for the last 5 years, and talking about, if we're driving people to downtown, if we're going to do a renovation project of the downtown corridor, if we're going to emphasize Berg Park or Bisti Bay here at Brookside Park, how can we make that area safer for our community and for our visitors? And through that conversation came this idea for the Park Rangers and Downtown Division. So Lieutenant Malone, who is over that division and community policing in general, give us an idea, what do we expect from this Park Rangers Division? What kind of training will these individuals have, responsibilities, those kind of things?
So, probably the biggest thing we're looking for is just an increased presence, more eyes in the parks, more eyes downtown, people that are interacting with those that shouldn't be in the park and with those that should be, and just just working, greeting people, talking to them, things of that nature, and if someone shouldn't be there, then asking them to leave. So the training, I believe you asked about training, right?
Yes, sir.
So they're going to receive a lot of real basic training, similar to what law enforcement would receive, basic defensive tactics type stuff, report writing, just the real basic stuff. But our focus is going to be like customer service type stuff, how to interact with people, if you interact with someone that's from out of town, where are our museums, where are, restaurants and things of
Sure.
that nature.
Okay, so very community customer service oriented
Absolutely.
approach. But if there was something that was going on and somebody needed assistance, or there was an individual at the park that, like you said, didn't belong there, they would have that capability to address that component.
Absolutely,
correct?
and if they can't, address it, then they're eyes that are on scene, and they've got a radio, and they can call law enforcement to come in. Our bike officers are going to be working closely with them, and our bike officers will respond and handle the problem that they can. So,
How many individuals are going to be a part of this Park Ranger Division?
so we're initially hiring 6. In addition to that, also a sergeant, but I won't count him. So just the six actual park rangers. We've actually hired 4 of them already. So we've got 2 more that we're still looking for, but some things are in the works on those.
Okay, so we're looking at the start date for this is July 8th as far as hiring and starting the training, because we had to get into the new fiscal year.
Yes, sir.
And then we anticipate that they'll be in the parks and downtown area sometime in August?
Early August. So we'll have them out there. You'll be seeing them. They're wearing real bright yellow uniforms. Can't miss them.
Awesome.
Which was a pretty good debate for us on what exactly they'd look like, and so we're aiming for visibility, and Casey's done a good job of recruiting. We still have openings. You're going to see the posting come out, and we're still looking for people that want to be in the parks and help us out on it. But visibility and the ability to communicate quickly with our patrol officers. So if there is a bigger problem down there, they're going to have the radios. They're going to be able to communicate quickly with patrol, so we can keep the officers doing the things they should be doing, but we can still have the visibility and the extra eyes on especially in the downtown and Riverwalk area.
Well, I think it's a great kind of a component with the alternative response unit as well, as we see those things happening in our area. If there's a down subject, being able to contact the ARU unit that is now being funded through our CTED fund, and having them address it, keeping the officers focused on what's going on the streets and in our neighborhoods. So
Right.
it's kind of a tag team type deal.
And you're trying to do that in the most cost-effective manner. So these won't be law enforcement officers that we have to train to, in all of the laws and in arrest techniques and in firearms and things like that. These are people we can deploy fairly quickly over a 3 to 4 week period. We'll be able to deploy them from the time of hire to getting them out in the field training. And with that, they have the ability to communicate and bring in the officers who actually can do those things if we need.
I think you see this type of programming in other communities, especially where they're emphasizing kind of the outdoor recreation component, or even downtown. I can tell you, you go to downtown Chicago any day of the week, and there's police officers almost on every single corner, every intersection that are there doing exactly what you've described this division's going to do. So, we want individuals to feel safe. We want them to bring their families down, and it's the place-making idea that it doesn't matter what age you are or where you're from. It's a place where you can find something and feel good about where you're at. Having the presence of police there in my mind, is a key component of that.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
I'm excited about seeing this kick off. Now, there are some other things that we're looking at doing as well in our parks. Casey, if you want to talk about some, we were talking earlier about what's going to happen maybe here in Berg Park.
So, like I said, we're exploring a bunch of different options. One of the things we're working towards is deploying a bunch of cameras down along the Riverwalk trail system. Those would be monitored by another employee, but it gives us more eyes out there seeing that
Sure.
if there's issues or if there's people that shouldn't be there or things are occurring. So that's something that's in the works that we're pushing for, and hopefully will come to fruition.
And some of that comes from the new tax stream that we got for public safety.
Yeah.
Is the ability to look at technological solutions to expand the reach of law enforcement beyond just where's my officer at the moment something happens. So initially we won't be looking to have the cameras monitored 24/7, but we would have the ability to do that. We would have the ability to go back and capture footage. And just the fact that, just like body cameras on our officers, just the fact that there are cameras in the parks tends to influence people's behavior.
Sure.
And so that's definitely another tactic that we're looking at, the blend of technology and bringing in some other units to try and increase our visibility down there and increase public safety.
Well, Berg Park is definitely one of the jewels of our community, and when I talk to people who are in Albuquerque or Santa Fe, they always talk about our bosque areas, they like to call it. And it's a beautiful section, and we've had some issues there here recently. Those issues are, as far as violent crime, are few and far between. I think it's important that people understand that those things don't occur every day. There are certainly elements, individuals who are on the trails at times that we wish weren't walking those trails. It's not against the law to walk the trails, however. So having a sense and understanding of what is wrong and what is not, or what is right, is important for people as well. Now, I will say this: the city of Farmington, in September, our plan is to begin a very, a major construction component of beginning to bring together the river trails from the east and west parts of town. And because we've talked and we've spent a lot of money on river trail property, so to speak, over the past few years, and we're going to be retrofitting in that component. So having police officers down there, the park rangers down there, having the cameras, all those things kind of come together for this perception that I believe will change in people's mind about where it's safe and where it's not safe. So again, I'm happy with the direction that we're moving in that, and budgets being what budgets are, hopefully that we can include something in, as far as cameras go.
Included in that is the downtown district area.
Oh, yes.
That's something that, from our perspective, we're viewing as a park as well. And so we will have a component of this that's working in that area.
Well, we've got millions of dollars kicking off for construction in January in the downtown quarter. Now, I said it was going to start this January too, so I don't want to be held to that yet, but we are planning the January groundbreaking for the downtown project. And when we're spending the kind of money that we're spending to try and create this special downtown feel in a hometown environment, we believe downtown being connected to the river corridor is going to be a huge attraction. It's going to lend a lot of legs and economics here to this area and be a big benefit. But police are a really critical component of that, as is our other first responder units. So anything else in regards to community policing or other things that we're working on, Chief, that
just what you were saying, I think we accept that is part of our mission as the city's expanding, as the city's trying new things to bring in more people and to increase visibility and to let people enjoy our local community. you know, the police play a role in that, and trying to make sure that people feel safe in all these different areas. It's a big challenge, but we recognize that it's part of our mission at FPD, and so we are all in on deploying and doing different things, trying something different to increase that visibility. You know, we're doing the best we can to be everywhere we can be. I agree with you that occasionally there are crimes. We'll never stop crime, but we certainly can increase visibility and allow people to use and experience and enjoy these things and feel safe while they're doing it.
People want to know that there's someone around who can help in bad situations.
Right.
And if they felt threatened in any way, I think it's just good to have an idea that, you know, there may be a camera here. I've seen the gentleman in the yellow uniform. I know where he's at, and I can go to them, or I can make a call, and they're going to be in the park quickly. So, very good things. Casey, anything else you want to add?
You know, I just first of all would like to say, you know, for people that are walking in the parks or downtown, if you see an issue, please call non-emergency dispatch 334-6622, and we will respond. It's hard to address issues or people that are causing problems without knowing about it. And then I also wanted to remind people that Farmington Lake is being utilized like crazy right now, but just as a reminder that you can't swim outside of the designated swimming area. We're getting tons of calls up there, and so I just want to take this opportunity to remind people about that.
And no alcohol in that lake either.
Please.
Very important. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate you joining us. It's an exciting time of year here in the city of Farmington. Bisti Bay Water Park is open and operational. As I say that right now, my belief is that it will be open and operational here at Brookside Park. We're also coming up on Connie Mack World Series time, which is our biggest showcase event. Here we are the amateur baseball capital of the world, at least we were in 1955. We always hold on to that. It is obviously the best amateur baseball tournament in the United States, only because we have a community that supports it the way that we do. The families that go out and offer to host these players in their homes. We're so grateful for that. It's a unique experience for the players to have the parade, to have a place to stay, and somebody who's taking care of them while they're here. So thank you to this community. But come out for Connie Mack, enjoy the beautiful weather here in the Four Corners, and join us next time here on the Mayor's Table as we'll explore other areas of our city and issues and wonderful things that are happening right here in Farmington. Thanks for tuning in.